6 games in 7 days and will host the Huskies of East Los Angeles College this afternoon. Welcome to the broadcast, everyone. My name is Noah Alvarez. Let's go ahead and introduce you to both teams. The visiting Huskies entered today's game with a record of 1-3 on the young season. ELAC earned a 10-6 win in their last game versus Imperial Valley College. The Huskies are led by head coach Erica Blanco, and they finished 9-30 overall last season as they had a very young roster, one of the younger rosters here in the Southern California area. They'll be in their gray uniforms, gray pants. They have the white on their shoulder, down their sleeve, and they have the Huskies in green across the chest. That's the Huskies, again, 1-3 on the season. They play in the South Coast Conference. On the left of your screen, you'll see the Santa Ana Dons coming out to the field as they're being announced, the starting lineups here down at the complex. The Dons enter today's game with the record of 2-1 on the young season. The Dons are led by fifth-year head coach Marissa Ross. Ross was a player herself along with her assistant Alyssa Iglesias during the 2013 and 14 seasons. The Dons had a doubleheader with Grossmont College last Friday, came out victorious in both those games. However, Santa Ana College had a rather disappointing loss yesterday to Cerritos College, one of the top teams in the 3C2A. They were ranked 11th in the latest preseason rankings. Head coach Marissa Ross just picked up her 100th victory in the first game of the season in that game 1 versus Grossmont College. Again, we'll go ahead and get you the starting lineups once we come back from break after the national anthem. Again, Don Softball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Back here, just about ready for the beginning of the top of the first. Again, my name is Noah Alvarez. Don Softball taking on the ELAC Huskies. For game number 4 of the season for the Dons, it's game number 2 here, and they're in the stretch of 6 games in 7 days, all here at the Santa Ana College Complex. So be sure to come check out your Dons before they hit the road this season. The next week will feature plenty of games for you to come out to. We'll get into that a little bit later as we go ahead and get you the starting lineups for the Dons. In the circle you're seeing warming up is Karen Vasquez. She's a freshman from Catella, will wear number 16, and she'll also bat 7th in the order. For the Dons behind the plate, they'll go with Grace Potter. At first base is Abby Lindauer. Mia Luna will man second. At shortstop, it's Aide Mendoza. And at third base, Yasmin Garcia. In the outfield from left to right, Caitlin Martinez, Caitlin Murphy, and in right, Gio Tully. So Gio Tully getting the start after not starting yesterday in right field. It's a bright Friday afternoon. Thought it was Sunday for whatever reason. But it's a sunny afternoon here compared to yesterday at first pitch. It was very cloudy, overcast in the city of Santa Ana College. And now we'll see the Huskies come to bat first in the top of the first, so we'll get you their starting lineup. Bella Garcia will lead things off. She's playing right field. Natalie Ochoa batting in the 2 spot, the left fielder. Zayan Diaz will be playing first and batting third. In the cleanup spot, it's Sophia Arvisu. Batting fifth, it's Sophia Preby, who we'll see in the circle later for the Huskies. Ariana Urias is the designated player, batting sixth. In the seventh spot is Nayeli Priest. Alexis Arguelles batting eighth. And second baseman Jocelyn Sorlazano batting ninth. First pitch is a ball from Karen Vasquez, so that's how we get things started here. And thanks for tuning in wherever you may be tuning in from. Dons looking to pick up their third win of the season. Hit on the ground right to the second baseman, Mia Luna. She drops down to a knee, fields it cleanly, and throws it over to first for the first out. So 2 pitches, 1 out. That'll be a key for Karen Vasquez. She's making her second start on the season. Again, the Dons are going to be without Julia Ariston for a couple weeks, dealing with a finger injury. So they're down to 2 pitchers on the roster. Both Karen Vasquez and Kalani Gonzalez. We saw both of them yesterday. It was Karen Vasquez who started the game. Here's a bunt dropped by Ochoa. It's a good one. And no play for Garcia, the third baseman, as she makes the throw, but well behind schedule. It's a bunt single for Ochoa. Good use of her speed there. Now we'll see the first baseman, Zian Diaz. Diaz, an outfielder, playing first base today from Duarte High School. Vasquez winds up, delivers a pitch in there for a strike. Not as chilly as it was yesterday as well. Temperatures currently sitting at 64 degrees. Very slight wind blowing out towards right center field. This one's right up the middle. A chance for 2. The Dons do turn 2. 6-3 as getting the first out by herself. So Zian Diaz grounds out into an inning-ending double play. And so let's go ahead and get you the starting lineup for the Dons, who we'll see in the bottom of the first inning. Gracie Barrios will lead things off. She's the designated player. She also leads the team right now with the most hits on the season with 6. Aide Mendoza will bat second, playing short, who made the fantastic play to end the top of the first. In the 3-spotted center fielder, Caitlin Murphy. Batting cleanup is Grace Potter, the catcher. Yasmin Garcia, the third baseman, will bat fifth. In the 6-spotted second baseman, Mia Luna. Karen Vasquez, who was in the circle, will be batting seventh. The left fielder, Caitlin Martinez, will be batting eighth. And rounding out the order is Gio Tully. She's a sophomore playing right field today for the Dons. In the circle for ELAC, East Los Angeles College, it's Sophia Preby. Preby is a sophomore from Garfield High School, so staying local. Garfield, one of 2 or 3 schools, depending on if you want to go where the city boundary is. But one of those 2 or 3 schools that that call East Los Angeles their home. East LA College, technically in the city of Monterey Park, but on the border right off the 710 freeway. Not too far of a drive if they had no traffic, probably about 30 minutes. Down here to Santa Ana, maybe 35. With some traffic, it might be closer to an hour, but not too far. And the Huskies are native to the South Coast Conference. 1-3 on this season. Their one win came against Imperial Valley. They lost to Modesto, Moore Park, and San Diego Mesa, all at the Glendale David Hawk Wilder Memorial Tournament. First pitch is fouled off towards the parking lot. But no car is a victim there as Gracie Barrios has an 0-1 count. Barrios is a talented freshman. A lot of new faces here on this roster. Some freshmen, some sophomores. Barrios went to Beckman High School near the Tustin Marketplace, right on the border of Tustin and Irvine. And on the ground, pulled foul. And we'll get to the defense after this AB here by Barrios. 0-2 count. It's the bottom of the first. Things just up on our way. Underway. And Don's led by 5th-year head coach Marissa Ross. 0-2 pitch sails above the letters, and so that'll be a ball. 1-2 the count. Defensively for the Huskies, they'll have Sofia Arvizu behind the plate. Zian Diaz over at first. Jocelyn Sorlazano at second. Nayeli Priest at short. And over at third base, Alexis Arguelles. Hit up into the air, shallow left field. Coming in a few steps to make the catch is Natalie Ochoa. A fly out for out number 1. In the outfield, Natalie Ochoa. In left, who you just saw, London Taylor will be in center playing the flex. And in right, it's Bella Garcia. He's coming from ELAC. Dons will be in their black uniforms, red bottoms today. And now we'll see Aide Mendoza, who made a fantastic churn by herself to turn that double play. It was hit up right towards the middle, so she stepped on the bag on second base for 1 out, and then threw over to first in time for the second. 1-0 the count to Mendoza. This one above the zone. It's now a 2-0 count. Mendoza's a sophomore. She played at Missouri Valley College 2 seasons ago in the 2023 season. Bounced back here to Santa Ana College, but as a native of Santa Ana, went to Segerstrom High School before going to Missouri Valley. It's an NAI school located in Marshall, Missouri, about an hour and 20-minute drive from Kansas City. This one also misses. It's a 3-0 count to Mendoza. Again, a very talented fielder here at that shortstop position with the bat. On the season, she's 2 of 9. Does have 4 runs scored, has worked 2 walks. See what the Dons could do here in the bottom of the first. 3-0 count to Mendoza. Taken all the way as this pitch is down the middle. 3-1 the count now. Caitlin Murphy is on deck. Grace Potter in the hole. Again, wind shouldn't be a factor today unless it picks up. See that flag in center, deep center. Slight breeze blowing out to right field. This one hit to the 5-6 hole, and it's a 1-out single. First hit of the afternoon for the Santa Ana Dons goes to Aide Mendoza. So Mendoza picks up her first hit of this home stand. She went 0 for 3 yesterday. She batted in the leadoff spot. A little bit of different lineup. Still early on in the season, so head coach Ross and the coaching staff still trying to figure out the best spots for all of her players. Mendoza's on first, and that'll bring up Caitlin Murphy. Another very good hitter here in the Dons lineup. A transfer from Santiago Canyon. This is a slow dribbler out to second base. The Huskies get 1, but they won't get 2, so a fielder's choice, 4-6, as Priest records out number 2. So Lozano was the one who flipped it to Priest. So Lozano playing second. Not in time over to first. So there's 2 outs in the inning. Still a runner on first. It's Caitlin Murphy, who also has good speed. Looked like a hit and run as Grace Potter had the swing on. Murphy was stealing, and a great tag there by Priest, who laid out full extension. That pitch was well above the zone, but Potter had to swing to defend her runner. Didn't matter as it was a good throw down from the catcher Arvisu. And just like that, caught stealing to end the inning is Caitlin Murphy. Take a quick commercial break and be back with the top of the second.
People always ask us, what's a Don? And our response is easy. To us, a Don is someone who embraces the grind. A Don is a person that brings passion. Someone who takes advantage of all their opportunities. A leader, a dreamer, a winner. The question we have for you is, are you ready to be a Don?
Back here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Top of the second inning coming up. Still knotted up at 0 apiece. Due up for the Huskies, 4-5-6. There was a single with one out by Natalie Ochoa, but the Dons were able to churn two. A nice individual effort by Aide Mendoza. Foul tipped back into the netting. 0-1 count quickly on Sofia Arvizu. Arvizu, the catcher who threw out Caitlin Murphy trying to steal second. Looked like the Dons had a hit and run on with 2 outs. Try and get a runner in scoring position and potentially score them, but the pitch was well above the zone, and so Potter wasn't able to connect. Murphy was hosed. Here's a play for Gio Toley, maybe in foul territory. She can't get to it. 0-2 count on Arvizu. We'll see Arvizu, Priebe, and Urias due up here for the Huskies, barring any substitutions. And Karen Vasquez still in the circle. Freshman right-hander from Catella High School. Foul tips this one away from Potter's glove, so we'll do it again, 0-2. Coming up next for the Huskies, correction, for the Dons, they have a lot of home games this upcoming week. Monday against Oxnard, first pitch scheduled at 1. They'll take on El Camino College at 2:30 on Tuesday, first pitch at 2:30. This one lifted into the air for Martinez in left field. She's still going back, can't quite get to it as off the tip of her glove. It's going to be a leadoff double for the Huskies, and Arvizu kept drifting out there. And we'll see if they give an error or a hit. It did hit her glove, but it's a double. Leadoff double at that here in the top of the second for Sofia Arvizu. Huskies looking to strike first. And coming up for the Dons, and they have a doubleheader next Thursday against San Diego Mesa. First game, first pitch scheduled to start at 11 as this one's hit up into the air. Mendoza camps out under it in shallow center for out number 1. A big out there for Karen Vasquez. Saw her run into a little bit of trouble against Cerritos. Cerritos and ELAC play in the same conference, that South Coast Conference. Vasquez yesterday threw 117 pitches. Vasquez delivers. This one also misses the zone. It's a 2-0 count to Ariana Urias. Foul tipped back here to the right side off the plate. First strike of the AB. 2-1 the count. Again, Sofia Arvizu is the catcher. She's currently at second base. 1 out in the inning. Urias is at the plate, the designated player, wearing number 13 for the Huskies. Hit up into the air. Murphy gonna run in from center, but it's Mia Luna who steps out a couple steps behind her starting field position. That's gonna number 2. So Nayeli Priest will now step to the plate, shortstop. First pitch to her is fouled back into the netting, so it's a 0-1 count quickly on the shortstop. Priest wears number 10. She's a freshman from Whittier, California. Went to California High School. Pitch in the dirt, but Potter keeps it right in front, so Arvizu will head back. Top of the second inning. Still a scoreless game here at Santa Ana College. Huskies do have 2 hits already in the contest. Dons had 1 in the bottom of the first. Vasquez delivers the 1-1 hit up into the air, potentially in play for Potter. Potter up against the netting, and she secures it with the glove. Nice play and concentration there by Grace Potter, the sophomore from Linden, Washington, records the out for out number 3, and they strand that runner in scoring position. So nice job defensively by the Dons. We transition to the Bottom of the second inning here at Santa Ana College. It'll be 4-5-6. Potter, Garcia, and Luna due up when we come back from this commercial break.
Starting your college journey is a big step. It requires discipline and dedication while you balance your work, life, and education. At Santa Ana College, you can choose a pathway that fits into your schedule and leads you toward your personal and educational goals. Earn an associate degree, university transfer, career training, or even a bachelor's degree in occupational studies. With classes available both in person and online. Gain the professionalism and confidence you need to further yourself and your career, and become a bigger part of your community. Wraparound services are available to fit your needs and provide all the necessary tools to achieve academic, personal, and career success. Start your journey at Santa Ana College. Where it leads is up to you.
Bottom of the second inning here for Santa Ana College. The Dons will send up their 4-5-6 hitters. Grace Potter will lead things off. She's one of 5 players that transferred from Santiago Canyon College, SEC in the Orange Empire Conference. Unable to field a team this year. They had a new coach, but they hired her late into the hiring or in the offseason. 5 of the girls here on the Dons roster transferred from SEC. Potter appeared in 8 games last season for the Hawks, went 3 of 12 at the plate. Off-speed pitch, just fouls it back to the backstop. 0-2 the count. Again, Potter playing behind the plate defensively. This one sells way above the head for Potter, easy take. On the season, Potter 2 of 7 at the plate. She started all 3 games. Don's currently without Amaya Armenta right now. She's dealing with a finger injury. She'll play pitcher as well as some outfield for the Dons. 2-2 the count now. So 2 sophomores unavailable for the Dons at the beginning of the season. But again, because of those transfers from SEC and the bounce back in Aida Mendoza, still plenty of veteran leadership here on the Dons roster. This one's hit towards second. So the sophomore from St. Paul High School making a good play over at second. 1 out in the inning. Yasmin Garcia will now step up to the plate. Garcia flails this one towards the right side of the infield. Going back is the first baseman, Diaz, and she records that for out number 2. So back-to-back pitches result in 2 outs for the Huskies. Still a scoreless game here in the bottom of the second. Now it feels like the wind's picking up just a tad, blowing in from center field in our direction. This one hit right up the middle. Another chance for Solorzano. Kind of died once it hit the dirt. And so Mia Luna's out on 1 pitch. Pretty efficient inning there for Sophia Preby. Just like that. A 1-2-3 inning here for Preby in the circle. 4-3 for out number 3. We'll stay on during this inning break here as we turn over to the top of the third. Again, thanks for tuning in to Don Softball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. My name is Noah Alvarez. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel where you can find all the home games being streamed live, whether I'm here or not. You can always tune into the live video feed. Sometimes the connection is kind of rough out here, so we apologize in advance if the connection isn't always the sharpest. The Dons again hosting the Huskies here this Friday afternoon. On Monday, February 4th, they'll host Oxnard College at 1 p.m. Tuesday, they'll host El Camino College at 2:30. And then on Thursday, they have a doubleheader with San Diego Mesa College starting at 11 a.m. And that's the upcoming schedule. They have a stretch of games, 6 games in 7 days for the Dons as they started yesterday with Cerritos College, losing that game in 6 innings. Final score was 9-1. We'll go ahead and look up some scores from around the 3C2A and see if there's any other Orange Empire Conference teams in action. The Dons compete in the Orange Empire Conference and will begin conference play at the beginning of the month of March. Saddleback came out victorious over Southwestern College, defeating them 8-0, so a big win there early on for the Bobcats to begin the season. Fullerton just getting started with Antelope Valley. Antelope Valley currently has a 3-0 lead over Fullerton College. Fullerton, again, the reigning 3C 2A state champions. Golden West and LA Valley just getting started as well. Things scoreless in the top of the first inning. Riverside and Fresno City, we'll have some scores from that one as well later on in the broadcast as Vasquez delivers a first pitch strike to Alexis Arguelles. 8-9-1 due up for the Huskies here in this half of the inning. Poked out to the right side, right to Mia Luna. It's been a busy day for the right side of the infield on both sides. First out. 2 pitches. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Jocelyn Sorlazano. She made a nice play defensively, laying out for a pop-up in the infield. First pitch swinging again, and this one's hit into the netting. 0-1 the count. We mentioned Sorlazano is a sophomore from St. Paul High School. Huskies are led by head coach Erica Blanco. Also hit foul, this time to the right side. Eight current sophomores on this roster for the Huskies. Sorlazano's 1 of 8. The Dons on their roster currently have 11. Again, 5 of those transfers from Santiago Canyon College, another one being the transfer from Missouri Valley College, an NAI school. Aida Mendoza playing shortstop. We'll reset the defense for you, too, after this at-bat. This one in the zone. Got Sorlazano down looking for out number 2. Grace Potter's behind the plate for the Dons. Over at first, Abby Lindauer. She's also in the flex. Mia Luna's playing second base. Over at short, Aida Mendoza. Yasmin Garcia at third. And in the outfield from left to right, Caitlin Martinez, Caitlin Murphy, and Gio Tully. First pitch is fouled back by Bella Garcia. She grounded out to second base in her first AB. Next pitch will be number 21 for Karen Vasquez. Huskies got a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the second. Don's hoping for a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the third. Game kind of breezing on by the right field line, out of play. Another 0-2 count for Vasquez. Both teams looking to be aggressive early on in the at-bat. A lot of first pitch swinging we're seeing here. So both pitchers aren't very deep into their pitch count. Off speed pitch, and she tried a front door Garcia, but couldn't quite get the spot she wanted. Vasquez winds up, delivers the 1-2. A chance for Mendoza. She's not going to be able to get to it. Hit into center field, and so Murphy will corral it. A 2-out single here for the Huskies, and avoiding the 1-2-3 inning. Good piece of hitting there by Garcia. Second on the team with 2 hits on the season through 4 games. This is their 5th. That'll bring up Natalie Ochoa. She'll hit from the left side. Sophomore from Maywood Academy. Batting in the 2 spot today. Thought about dragging on. However, she pulls back the bunt as this one misses outside. A 1-0 count. Garcia's the runner at first. Ochoa in the box. 1-0 hit right past the pitcher. Luna lays out, tries to toss it over to Mendoza. Would have been a spectacular defensive play, but just not enough on that flip. She was on her belly flipping that one. Good athleticism to get there and stop it from going into the outfield. She'll keep Garcia at second base. Back-to-back singles there, but it could have been a lot worse. Vasquez will have to work herself out of the jam. First jam she's been in here in this afternoon's game. It was a rough go of it yesterday against Cerritos College. They scored 4 in the top of the first inning against Vasquez. This one finds the inside corner. 0-1 the count. Falcons got 4 in the first, 1 in the third, 2 more runs in the 5th inning, and they got 2 more in the 6th, which gave them an 8-run advantage. This one hits the knee, the front leg of Zion Diaz, hit by pitch. She's awarded first base. The other runners will advance a station. So head coach Marissa Ross kind of upset as Zion Diaz was stepping on the line of the batter's box, making an argument to the home plate umpire. Looks like we're going to have the first meeting in the circle. Again, thanks for tuning in to Dawn Softball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel.
Life doesn't change overnight. It takes effort and dedication. It takes learning new skills and putting yourself and loved ones first. At Santa Ana College, you can complete a full-time accelerated online program in just 2 years. Choose a program that meets your needs and changes your educational dreams into a well-deserved reality. Building the life you want means taking a first step. Start your journey at Santa Ana College. Where it leads is up.
Back here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Huskies currently have the bases loaded here in the top of the 3rd inning. Karen Vasquez still in the circle after the visit. Potter behind the plate, returning back to her station. That'll bring up Sophia Arvisu. She's the catcher here for the Huskies. We'll see what she can do. Hitting from the right side. First pitch is lifted up into the air. Murphy goes back a few steps. It's out number 3. So nice job by Vasquez and the Dons to get out of that one. As the Huskies strand 3 runners on base, that could come back to bite them. We'll cut to a commercial break before returning back to the bottom of the 3rd inning. When you get to hoist the trophy, the next season comes with a big target on your back. There isn't a man in that dugout who isn't clear on the objective. A coach who knows what it takes, sophomores who are hungry for an encore, and freshmen who want to cement their name in history. So no matter the time or the place, regardless of the adversity we may face, we don't hang our heads, we hang banners. There's no room or time for panic, because come May, we know how to create that magic. The bumps and bruises along the way may have taken a toll, but come postseason, the only thing on our mind is back here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. My name is Noah Alvarez. Dons are getting ready for the bottom of the 3rd inning. They'll send up their 7, 8, 9 hitters. They went 1, 2, 3 down in the bottom of the 2nd. A runner was caught stealing to end the 1st inning. For seeing the first of the 7, 8, 9 hitters, it'll be Karen Vasquez to lead things off. She's the pitcher here in today's contest. And the Huskies taking on the Dons. Thanks for tuning in, wherever you may be tuning in from. Vasquez chases the pitch in the dirt. 0-1 the count now. So still in the circle is Sophia Preby. And Preby is a sophomore from Garfield High School, East LA native. This one hit right up the middle. Oh, and a nice diving play made by the center fielder. London Taylor in for her defense as she's the flex, not in the lineup. But showing you why she's playing center, making a really good catch out in center field. 1 out in the inning. Vasquez robbed of a hit. Preby looks back to her center fielder and thanks her for making a great play in the center field. That'll bring up Caitlin Martinez, nobody on base, 1 out. And that's a first pitch ball that misses downstairs. Martinez, another transfer from Santiago Canyon College. One of 2 Caitlins on the roster. Hit on the ground towards the third baseman. And they're going to say that one's foul. That one looked like the third baseman grabbed it right before the ball went foul. Tough from our angle right here behind home plate, though. So we'll do it again, this time with a 1-1 count. And Martinez also one of two players from Santiago High School, the Santiago in the city of Corona. The Sharks is their mascot. Misses the outer part of the plate. Preby wanted that one. It's now a 2-1 count. She has a big smile and grin on her face as she returns back to the rubber. Martinez appeared in 14 games last year for the Hawks. Didn't record a hit in 10 at-bats. This one does find the inner half, says home plate umpire Juan Jimenez. His partner in crime today is Michael Solden. Dons still only have one hit on the box score. Came back in the bottom of the first. Ripped down the line but pulled foul. We'll do it again, 2-2. It's been a very efficient start thus far. This next pitch will be number 23 for Preby. She's only needed a handful of pitches to get out of each of these 2 innings. A lot of first pitch swinging by the Dons and been a lot of pop-ups or grounders. Stay in the infield, very routine for the Huskies defense. 2-2 misses in the dirt. She tried to get Martinez to chase. Showing good discipline there. On the season, Martinez does have 1 hit and 6 at-bats. Also has an RBI, a walk as well. Preby winds up, delivers. They said this one catches the inner half. Martinez didn't like the call. A backwards K for out number 2. Now we'll see the 9-hitter Gio Tully, another sophomore. She was on the team last year. Went 5 for 6 at the plate. Appeared in 11 games for the Dons. Scored 7 runs, had 8 RBIs. Tries to drop a bunt there, but she hits it foul toward the left side. Correction, I was reading the wrong person's stats. She played in 27 games for the Dons. She's a sophomore from Norco High School over in the Inland Empire, coming a long ways away. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Preby. This one's fouled back. A quick 0-2 hole that Gio Tully finds herself in. Two outs, no balls, 2 strikes. Tully bloops this one into the shallow right field, and coming in and making the catch is Bella Garcia. That was going to be a tough one for the second baseman, Sor Lozano, but in from right field was Bella Garcia to make the catch. The Dons go down 1-2-3 for the second inning in a row. We're going to cut to a commercial break here before the top of the 4th. Due up for the Huskies, 5, 6, 7. We'll see Preby, Urias, and Priest when we come back.
When you get to hoist the trophy, the next season comes with a big target on your back. There isn't a man in that dugout who isn't clear on the objective. A coach who knows what it takes, sophomores who are hungry for an encore, and freshmen who want to cement their name in history. So no matter the time or the place, regardless of the adversity we may face, we don't hang our heads. We hang banners. There's no room or time for panic, because come May, we know how to create that magic. The bumps and bruises along the way may have taken a toll, but come postseason, the only thing on our mind is
scoreless game here in the top of the 4th inning now. Huskies taking on the Santa Ana College Dons here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. Karen Vasquez will take on the 5, 6, 7 hitters for the second time. Here in the top of the 4th inning, she misses outside on this first pitch to Sophia Preby. Preby's in the circle here for the Huskies. She pitched a solid game herself as well. Both pitchers have yet to allow a run. Both pitchers' lines are pretty identical. Preby's gone 3 innings, given up a hit, has struck out a batter as well. He's thrown 29 total pitches. Here's the 2-0. This one does find the inner part of the plate. 2-1 the count for Karen Vasquez, her line. She has given up 4 hits in 3 innings. She also does have 1 strikeout. She's thrown 31 total pitches now after that last one. Here's pitch number 32, right back to Vasquez, and Vasquez fires it on over to first. Plenty of time. At the rate this one is going at, first 1-1 might win this game. Both teams have played solid defensively. And they're putting the bat on the ball, however, just finding defenders. Have yet to find a gap. Huskies are out hitting the Dons. 4-1. This one smashed into left center field. Martinez going back a couple feet away from the fence. That's allowed out number 2. Ariana Urias put a charge into that ball, but it finds the glove of Martinez. 2 quick outs in the inning for Vasquez. Due up in the bottom part of the order, or in the inning, is the top of the order. 1, 2, 3. Barrios, Mendoza, and Murphy coming up for the Dons here in the bottom of the 4th. Downstairs to the first pitch. Priest takes for ball 1. Priest is a freshman from California High School, listed as a pitcher / infielder, playing shortstop today. Pulls this one foul past the third baseman Garcia. 1-1 now the count. On the season, Priest still looking for her first hit. She's 0 for 5 in her first 5 ABs. Swings at a pitch outside the zone. 1-2 the count. Potter likes that pitch there. Has some energy. As she throws the ball back to Vasquez. Don's looking to get another quick inning here. Still searching for their first 1-2-3 inning defensively. Try to get Priest to chase outside. Looked like in a similar spot, but this time Priest lays off. Learns her lesson from just a pitch ago. Wind has died down just a bit. Clouds have come over the skies here of Santa Ana College. That was a 2-2 count. Priest thought it was ball 4, but it's ball 3. Home plate umpire Juan Jimenez brings her back. 2 outs, full count pitch, nobody on base here in the top of the 4th. Vasquez delivers, this one's hit up into the air. Murphy comes in a couple steps, makes the catch for out number 3. So there's the Dons' first 1-2-3 inning defensively. Nice job of pitching there for Karen Vasquez, the freshman from Catella, getting her second start of the season. We'll turn it over to the bottom of the 4th now, top of the order. Let's see what the Dons can do.
People always ask us, what's a Don? And our response is easy. To us, a Don is someone who embraces the grind. A Don is a person that brings passion. Someone who takes advantage of all their opportunities. A leader, a dreamer, a winner. The question we have for you is, are you ready to be a Don?
Gracie Barrios will lead things off here for the Dons in the home half of the fourth. She watches the first pitch miss outside, down and away. Sophia Preby still in the circle for the Huskies. She's pitched a gem thus far, has only allowed one hit, issued one walk. She gets Barrios to swing over the top of that one. And 1 ball, 1 strike count. Barrios flew out to left field in her first plate appearance. She leads the team, or tied for the team lead with 7 hits on the season, both her and Caitlin Murphy. This one hit right above the third baseman, and that gets into left field. First hit of the afternoon for Barrios, and now she is in sole possession of the team leader in hits. And a very talented freshman from Beckman High School. Batting in the leadoff spot today for the first time this season. Yesterday against Cerritos College, she was batting 5th. And last weekend against Grossmont, in a similar spot, she batted 5th in game 2 and 6th in game 1 of the season. So Barrios has some good speed over at first base. We'll see Aide Mendoza. She's going to drop a bunt, but she can't get into fair territory as it goes foul. 0-1 the count. We'll see if the bunt sign is still on for Mendoza. She had a single but was recorded out at second on Caitlin Murphy's grounder. Mendoza waits, pulls this one foul past the third baseman Arguelles, but it's an 0-2 hole that she finds herself in. We'll reset the defense too after this pitch here from Sophia Preby, sophomore from Garfield High School. 0-2 hit on the ground towards the third baseman. She has enough time, and the only play is going to be over to first. They throw back to second, but not going to be in time to get the runner as Barrios does advance to second base. Mendoza does a job, 5-3 on the putout, and we'll get you that defense. Behind home plate, it's Sophia Arvisu. She's going to give out the sign to the Huskies with the runner in scoring position for the Dons, and the first time that's happened this afternoon. Over at first base, it's Zian Diaz. At second, Jocelyn Sorlazano. Nayeli Priest at short, and at third base, Alexis Arguelles. First pitch to Murphy. Misses upstairs. In the outfield from right to left, Bella Garcia, London Taylor, and Natalie Ochoa. Wind blowing from left to right field across the diamond. Missing outside. Two 2-0 the count. Murphy trying to get the Dons' first run on the afternoon. Does have 3 RBIs on the season thus far. Pokes this one on the ground, right to Sorlazano at second. Only play again is for her to go to first. And advancing another 60 feet there is Barrios. So another good job there by the hitters to at least advance the runners. Now there's a runner 60 feet away with 2 outs. And in steps the cleanup hitter, Grace Potter. Just what you want. You put that cleanup hitter in order to clean up the runners on the base paths and drive them in. We'll see what Potter can do here. Potter on the season does have 1 RBI that came against Grossmont College last week. Misses outside. Some of the Huskies wanted that strike called. Yesterday, the Dons got their lone run in the bottom of the second inning. It was Caitlin Martinez who came away with the RBI. Thought about swinging there, but Potter lays off ball 2. Potter gets her directions from third base coach Marissa Ross. 2-0 the count. This one's in the dirt. Kept right in front there by Arvisu. It's now a 3-0 count. Huskies working very carefully around Potter. We'll see if they try to attack Yasmin Garcia, the hitter on deck. Right down the middle, take sign was on there. Potter has a 3-1 count, and she's a native of Lyndon, Washington, the state of Washington, up in the Pacific Northwest. Went to Santiago Canyon College last season. Misses down and inside in the dirt. Barrios won't test the catcher there as it doesn't go very far. It's a 5-pitch walk worked by Potter. Runners at the corners. We're going to see the catcher, Arvisu, come out to Preby, correction. Got a chance here for the Dons to get their first run up on this afternoon. Still a scoreless game in the bottom of the fourth. And in steps Yasmin Garcia. Garcia, another transfer from Santiago Canyon College. She played in the most games out of all those 5 transfers. Appeared in 38 games, hit .234. Drove in 24 RBIs, also scored 10 runs. First pitch to her, as they're going to let Potter steal second. Catcher didn't want to throw down. Nice play design there. It is ruled a strike. 0-1 the count to Garcia. Huskies trying to get themselves out of a jam. This one sails above the zone. An easy take for Garcia, 1-1 the count. Garcia did work 7 walks last season. Also recorded a stolen base as a member of the Hawks. This one misses outside 3. Correction, 2-1 the count now. Garcia still looking for her first RBI on the season. She's 1 for 10 on the season. This one hit up into the air in foul territory. Gonna be in play for Arguelles, and Arguelles gloves it. And just like that, the Huskies get out of the threat. 2 runners left in scoring position, and the Dons unable to capitalize there. One of their better opportunities here this afternoon. We'll transition to the top of the 5th. Again, thanks for tuning in to Don Softball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel.
Starting your college journey is a big step. It requires discipline and dedication while you balance your work, life, and education. At Santa Ana College, you can choose a pathway that fits into your schedule and leads you toward your personal and educational goals. Earn an associate degree, university transfer, career training, or even a bachelor's degree in occupational studies. With classes available both in person and online. Gain the professionalism and confidence you need to further yourself and your career, and become a bigger part of your community. Wraparound services are available to fit your needs and provide all the necessary tools to achieve academic, personal, and career success. Start your journey at Santa Ana College.
Back here for the top of the 5th inning, and things have really breezed on by. First pitch was at 1 p.m. We're not even at 2 o'clock, barely 48 minutes in, and we've already gone through 4 complete innings of work. Of course, as soon as I say that, I'm sure I'll jinx it, and the rest of the game will go a lot slower pace. But anyways, top of the 5th inning here. Karen Vasquez still in the circle for the Dons. She'll face the 8-9-1 hitters, Arguelles, Sorlezano, and Garcia due up. Hitting towards left center. Murphy ranges to her right. That's out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. It's been an efficient outing thus far for Karen Vasquez. The freshman from Catella has now thrown 39 pitches after that last one. She's given up 4 hits, but she's done a nice job of working around those hits. She hasn't issued any walks. That was an issue yesterday. As we get you the stat line from yesterday. Another first pitch swing there by Sorlezano. That one was probably going to be a ball. And yesterday's start for Vasquez, she went 4 1/3 innings, and she walked 4 batters. Got a much different team, though. Cerritos Falcons, one of the better programs here in the Southern California region. Hit on the ground. Potentially in play for Mendoza, who lays out to her left. She didn't really pop up fast enough to make a throw, so she does prevent it from going into the outfield, but it'll be an infield single for Sorlizano. Hit number 5 of the afternoon for the Huskies. The Dons only have 2. Huskies had the bases loaded in the top of the 3rd inning. Couldn't bring anyone around to score. First pitch to the leadoff hitter, Bella Garcia. Garcia had a single and was stranded at 3rd base in the 3rd inning. 0 for 2. Got runner on first to Sorlizano. Slapped foul. Out of play to the right side. 1-1 the count. Garcia does have 1 RBI on the team, or on the season. One and one pitch misses outside. It's now a 2-1 count in favor of the Huskies. Huskies scored 2 runs against Moore Park, 4 runs against San Diego Mesa, and then dropped 10 against Imperial Valley in their last game. That was all last weekend. They had a game scheduled against Mount San Jacinto on Tuesday, as it's now a 3-1 count. But that game against Mount San Jacinto was supposed to be a home game, postponed due to the rain this past weekend. And while it didn't rain very long, it did rain very hard in certain areas. And so the field was unplayable on Tuesday. We saw the baseball team have a game canceled over in Compton College. This one's hit into right field in foul territory. Gio Tully finds it and makes the catch for out number 2. Big out there as Vasquez was down in a 3-1 hole. So 2 outs, and that'll bring up the left fielder, Natalie Ochoa. The Dons and Huskies have played each other often. Last year, they played at ELAC. The Dons came out victorious 14-3. They got 8 runs in the top of the 6th inning, and they were able to 8-run rule the Huskies. While Marissa Ross has been the head coach of the program, she's never lost to the Huskies. She's a perfect 3-0 against ELAC. Runner takes off, hit on the ground towards Mendoza. Fields it cleanly and makes a nice throw over to first base in time. More good defense there by the Dons. We'll see if that translates into some offense here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Things are still scoreless. When we come back, we'll have some scores from around the 3C 2A.
Life doesn't change overnight. It takes effort and dedication. It takes learning new skills and putting yourself and loved ones first. At Santa Ana College, you can complete a full-time accelerated online program in just 2 years. Choose a program that meets your needs and changes your educational dreams into a well-deserved reality. Building the life you want means taking a first step. Start your journey at Santa Ana College. Where it leads is up to you.
Back here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel, my name is Noah Alvarez. Thanks for tuning in to Don Softball. We have some score updates from around the Orange Empire Conference and the other teams that are in action. Saddleback again defeated Southwestern earlier today. That game started at 11 a.m. 8-0 was the final score in favor of Saddleback. Fullerton currently trailing Antelope Valley 4-1. LA Valley and Golden West still scoreless in the top of the 2nd inning now. Riverside City has yet to start against Fresno City College. They're at the Bakersfield College tournament this weekend. First pitch ball to Mia Luna. 6-7-8 due up here for the Dons in this half of the inning. Orange Coast also plays later today at Citrus College. A doubleheader beginning at 4 p.m. Hit on the ground to Sorlizano. She's been busy at second base today. And the Dons have now 1 out in the inning. Karen Vasquez now in the batter's box for the Dons. 1 out. Hit right back up the middle on the line, and Preby gloves it for out number 2. It's been that kind of day for both teams. Making solid contact. We've seen some balls hit into the outfield, but they're just always in a defender's range. Dons only have 2 hits. The Huskies have 5. Caitlin Martinez will now try with 2 outs as this one misses in the dirt. Want to know the count. Gio Tully is the batter in the on-deck circle if they're able to extend the inning. Preby gets the signs from her catcher. Pulled foul towards the Dons dugout. 1-1 the count. Long look in here by Sophia Preby. Now winds, deals, hit into the air. So Lozano going back onto the outfield grass, and she'll shield her eyes from the sun to make the catch for out number 3. So the Dons go down 1-2-3 this inning. Gio Tully will lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th, but we'll transition to the top of the 6th first. Coming up for the Huskies, it's their 3-4-5 hitters, heart of the order. We'll see how Karen Vasquez handles the challenge. Again, thanks for tuning in to Don Softball. We'll be right back after these messages.
People always ask us, what's a Don? And our response is easy. To us, a Don is someone who embraces the grind. A Don is a person that brings passion. Someone who takes advantage of all their opportunities. A leader, a dreamer, a winner. The question we have for you is, are you ready to be a Don?
Top of the 6th inning here. Again, it's the heart of the order due up for the Huskies. Zion Diaz will lead things off, followed by Sophia Arvisu and then Sophia Preby. Didn't realize until now there's 2 Sophias in the starting lineup for the ELAC Huskies. 2 Caitlins in the starting lineup for the Santa Ana Dons, both in left and center field. Caitlin Murphy in center, Caitlin Martinez in left field. First pitch is a ball to Diaz. Karen Vasquez still in the circle, has now thrown 47 pitches after that last one. Misses outside, 2-0 the count. And the Huskies have out-hit the Dons 5-2. We'll see who can push the first run across. We're running out of opportunities here. We might need some extra innings. Much earlier start time compared to yesterday's game. Yesterday's game started at 2:30. Today's game started at 1. Thought about going around, and it's ruled a strike as she takes it on the outer half. Diaz was hit by a pitch in her last AB, grounded out to short into a double play. This one's right past the glove of Vasquez into center. That one had some steam off the bat. 6 hits now in the contest for the ELAC Huskies. And Arvisu will now step into the batter's box. Arvisu hit a double back in the 2nd inning and then flew out to center field to end the 3rd. That was with the bases loaded and arguably the best chance for the Huskies to get a run across. Nobody out. Runner on first. She shows bunt. She does put this one in fair territory. Throw by Potter over to Luna, who's covering. And so she does a job sacrificing the runner over. Score that 2-4 for out number 1. We've seen a few bunt attempts here by both teams, and that's the first successful one. Small ball does win games. I know it's a lost art. You don't really see that at different levels of softball or baseball anymore. Everyone wants to go for the home runs or the doubles. You hear a lot about launch angles, but sometimes small ball, bunting people over into scoring position, does do you wonders as it's a first pitch strike. Preby misses that one. It was a bit upstairs. Vasquez gets her to chase. Prevy's 0 for 2. Had a pop up and then a ground out in her last AB. In the dirt, skips past Potter, and going to third base is Diaz. Diaz has some good speed, and as soon as the ball hit the dirt, no hesitation, she takes off. She's now 60 feet away. Tough spot there for Grace Potter. We'll see if the Dons make any defensive adjustments. And the way this one is going, the first team to one might hang on to win. Tyre infield along with the pitcher, Karen Vasquez, meeting in the circle. There's one out in the inning. Sophia Preby has a 1-1 count. The batter on deck is Ariana Urias. You might see the Dons walk a hitter here to have a force at first and second. And Diaz is the runner at third base. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Vasquez. It's a bunt. Drop down in front. Vasquez tries to toss it over to Potter, and it's not going to be in time. Diaz scores the first run of the game for the Huskies. And just like that, ELAC has a 1-0 lead. A fielder's choice. But Preby gets the RBI. 1-0 is the score. Again, this was a bunt that was right in front of the circle. Vasquez came charging hard at it. She flipped it to the catcher, and it looked like she had a good chance to get her. So Jada Magana will now pinch run for Sophia Preby. Now looks like head coach Ross going to talk with the home plate umpire, Juan Jimenez. Not sure what the discussion was, but Jimenez ready to resume action. Urias at the plate. She had a deep fly out in her last AB down the left field corner. Martinez raced a long way to get to that one. Some good speed over at first with Magana pinch running. Fouled right back into the padding. 0-1 the count to the designated player. Wind picking up again, blowing from left to right across the diamond. Hit into the air well, but it's going to be well foul. Off to the right side. It's an 0-2 count on Urias. Urias is making her first start of the season. Wearing number 13. She is a sophomore from West Covina High School, but hadn't played in a game all season long. Big secondary there by Magana, and Potter looks her back without a throw. We'll see how the Dons respond in the bottom of the sixth, but they still need 2 outs here in the top. Vasquez delivers the 1-2, hit right back up the middle. Another single here for the Huskies. So this inning started with the leadoff single by Zion Diaz. It was a bunt Sacrifice bunt by Arvisu. Scoring on the fielder's choice by Preby was Diaz, scoring from third. She advanced to third from second on a wild pitch. That's how we have this 1-0 game. There's currently runners on first and second. Does look like Ross is going to come talk to the home plate umpire, Juan Jimenez, again. Maybe making a substitution here. You see Kalani Gonzalez jogging over from the bullpen area. So we could see a new pitcher for the Dons here, as Nayeli Priest is the batter due up for the Huskies. Tough go of it here for Karen Vasquez. She worked 5 cleans, was able to keep the Huskies off the board, but the Huskies finally break through here in the top of the 6th. And still waiting to see Vasquez jog off and Gonzalez comes in, but Jimenez discussing things with head coach Erica Blanco for the Huskies. And now we see the pitching substitution being made as Gonzalez jogs in and Vasquez will jog off. So Kalani Gonzalez will check into the game. We'll tell you a little bit more about her after she gets her warm-up pitches in.
Starting your college journey is a big step. It requires discipline and dedication while you balance your work, life, and education. At Santa Ana College, you can choose a pathway that fits into your schedule and leads you toward your personal and educational goals. Earn an associate degree, university transfer, career training, or even a bachelor's degree in occupational studies. With classes available both in person and online. Gain the professionalism and confidence you need to further yourself and your career. And become a bigger part of your community. Wraparound services are available to fit your needs and provide all the necessary tools to achieve academic, personal, and career success. Start your journey at Santa Ana College. Where it leads is up to you.
So there's a new pitcher to tell you about in the circle here for the Santa Ana Dons. It's Kalani Gonzalez. She's a freshman from Godinez High School down the street here in the city of Santa Ana, off of Fairview, if you're familiar with the area. She'll come in with runners on first and second. There's one out here in the top of the 6th. The Huskies have a 1-0 lead. They pushed that run across earlier on in the inning. First pitch ball to Priest, the shortstop. The runner on second is Jada Magana, who's pinch running for Preby. And Ariana Urias is the runner on first. Pulled foul. 1-1 the count now. Does look like we have a pinch runner. So London Taylor will pinch run here for Urias. Foul tipped off of home plate. Count now moves to 1-2. Gonzalez on the season for the Dons has appeared in 2 games. He's pitched 8 innings, has allowed 15 hits, 7 earned runs, 4 walks, and has 3 strikeouts. The Dons only limited to 2 pitchers at the moment. Julia Ariston will be healthy about a week or so, dealing with the finger issue. Ariston does have a lot of pitching experience from last season, so it'll be nice to have a sophomore to go along with 2 freshmen here on the roster to come pitch for the Dons. This one ripped, foul just down the line. Third base coach for the Huskies wanted that one to be fair, but we'll do it again, this time 2-2. Both runners on base are charged to Karen Vasquez. If they come around to score, she gets one to swing over the top of it. Now the runner's going to try and take third. Garcia think thought it was a force out. She didn't apply the tag, and moving over to third base is Magana on the wild pitch. So big strikeout there of Priest. Misses inside. 1-0 the count to Alexis Arguelles. She's 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Pop out and a fly out. This one hit right back to the pitcher, Gonzalez. Gonzalez throws it over to third, forgetting that it was the third out. But good reflexes there by Gonzalez. Huskies do get a run, and they are hanging on to a 1-0 lead as we turn it over to the bottom of the 6th. So Dons are chasing 1. They'll have 6 more outs to play around with it, but again, the way this thing has gone, they don't want to take too long as far as chasing that 1 run. And stay tuned for an exciting finish here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel.
People always ask us, what's a Don? And our response is easy. To us, a Don is someone who embraces the grind. A Don is a person that brings passion. Someone who takes advantage of all their opportunities. A leader, a dreamer, a winner. The question we have for you is, are you ready to be a Don?
So we're going to see a pinch hitter here to begin the bottom of the 6th inning. In Gio Tully's spot, we're going to see number 24, Valerie Villa. Villa started yesterday's game. Head coach Marissa Ross hoping to get a little spark from a player off the bench here. Dons are trailing 1-0. First pitch strike. This one's blooped into the air, but not very far, as the second baseman, Sorlazano, will range over to her left to get that one. So 2 pitches result in an out here. Villa's retired, and we'll go back to the top of the order. Gracie Barrios, and then Aide Mendoza is the hitter in the on-deck circle. Down to their final 5 outs. Previous thrown 52 pitches thus far. Pretty efficient start out of her. Good block in the dirt, but no one's on base. Want to know the count, and we'll reset the defense too for the Huskies when we get a second after this pitch. Missing upstairs is a 2-0 count. Behind the plate, it's Sophia Arvizu. Over at first base, Diane Diaz. Jocelyn Sorlazano at second. Nayeli Priest is at short, and Alexis Arguelles is at third base. Take sign was on there. 2-1 the count. In the outfield from left to right, Natalie Ochoa, London Taylor, and Isabella Garcia. Three and one as the pitch misses upstairs. We'll see if the Dons can get to Preby here. And Dons have been limited to 2 hits in the contest, 1 walk, so they've only had 3 base runners. Back-to-back misses there, and it's a 5-pitch walk, worked by Gracie Barrios. So there is a runner on here. Again, 5 more outs to play with for the Dons. They need to tie things up to force extras or score a second run to take the lead and come out with a victory here. They're 2-1 on the young season. Huskies are 1-3. The Huskies played 4 games last weekend in the Glendale David Hawk Wilder Memorial Tournament. 2 games on Friday. They lost both of those, and they split Saturday's games. They lost first to San Diego Mesa 5-4. We'll see that San Diego Mesa Olympians team next Thursday here for the Dons, as they'll take them on here at home. It's a doubleheader next Thursday. First game starting at 11 a.m. Be sure to tune into the live stream at Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. After the meeting in the circle, we're just about ready to resume to action. Aide Mendoza steps in. She backs out of the way of a pitch that might have hit her front leg. It's a 1-0 count. Runner on first, 1 out. Assistant coach Alicia Iglesias yelling to Mendoza to get on top of a ball. She hits this one into center field, got some good contact over Taylor's head. Barrios going to be waved around third. Head coach Ross is going to send her. Here's the throw from Priest. It gets away, and going to third now is Mendoza. A big RBI. It's going to be a double, and then advancing to third on the error. But what a piece of hitting there by the shortstop. Just like that, we have a tie game once again. 1-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. So the Dons finally get to Sophia Preby, and there's a runner 60 feet away. The corners are in for the Huskies defense. We'll see if Caitlin Murphy can find a hole. Shows bunt, but pushes it right and foul. 0-1 the count. Again, we've seen both teams try to lay down the bunt. There's only been 1 successful one out of 4 attempts. On deck is Grace Potter, the cleanup hitter. Murphy's a pretty good hitter herself. She does have good speed, but the Dons looking to apply pressure on the Huskies defense. We'll see if that bunt sign is still on. Looks like the wind now blowing in from right center towards the first base dugout. 1-1 the count after that pitch misses outside. There's still 1 out in the inning. Hit up into the air towards Taylor in center. That's going to be deep enough. Tagging from third is Mendoza, and the Dons push across the 2nd run of the game. So a sac fly and an RBI for Caitlin Murphy. 2 outs. Nice job by Murphy to do a job. And in steps Grace Potter. So just like that, the Dons found themselves trailing 1-0. And now have taken a 2-1 lead. First pitch to Potter misses downstairs. And just like that, you can hear the energy too from the Dons dugout. Want to know the count to the cleanup hitter. She worked a walk in her last AB. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. This one yanked, but well foul towards the cages. 1-1 the count. Due up in the top of the 7th, it's the 9-1-2 hitters. We'll see if Kalani Gonzalez comes out to the circle to pitch for the Dons here to get the final 3 outs. Sophia Preby still in the circle, working hard. Check swing there by Potter. They want to peel down to first, but home plate umpire Jimenez says that's ruled a strike regardless. So it's a 1-2 count. Good call for the off speed. Had Potter off balance there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on base. And she swings at the off speed pitch. Can't make contact there, and it's a strikeout to end the inning. So the Dons do get 2 runs and now have retaken the lead here. This could be the final 3 outs. If the Dons hang on in the top of the 7th, we'll see the 9-1-2 hitters due up for the Huskies. Don't go anywhere, folks. An exciting finish here brewing at Santa Ana College.
Life doesn't change overnight. It takes effort and dedication. It takes learning new skills and putting yourself and loved ones first. At Santa Ana College, you can complete a full-time accelerated online program in just 2 years. Choose a program that meets your needs and changes your educational dreams into a well-deserved reality. Building the life you want means taking a first step. Start your journey at Santa Ana College. Where it leads is up to you.
Back here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel, we'll update you on some scores from around the Orange Empire Conference. Fullerton taking on Antelope Valley, and they're trailing 8-4 in the bottom of the fourth. We're in the bottom of the second, and Golden West and LA Valley are still scoreless. Riverside City and Fresno City, no score update from that one. It doesn't look like we're going to get live stats in that game. And then Orange Coast College plays later today against Citrus College. So another game went final. Remember, Saddleback defeated Southwestern 8-0. Big win there for the Bobcats early on in this 2025 season. Again, 9-1-2 due up here for the Huskies. The Dons have a chance to earn their first home victory and victory number 3 on the season. And it was a tough loss yesterday at the hands of Cerritos College. Kalani Gonzalez. Still in the circle for the Dons, trying to get the final 3 outs here. Dons leading 2-1 on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. First pitch to Jocelyn Sorlizano, misses downstairs. Again, head coach Marissa Ross has yet to lose to the Huskies, hoping to keep that trend alive here in the 2025 season. Perfect 3-0 against them. A 2-0 count now as Gonzalez falls behind. Barring any substitutions, we'll see Bella Garcia and Natalie Ochoa following Sorlizano. Gonzalez delivers a ball inside, a 3-0 count. She'll have to work from behind here. .30 pitch does find the zone. Huskies got 1 run in the 6th, but the Dons responded with 2 of their own in the 6th inning, and that's how we have this 2-1 score. Huskies do have 1 run off of 7 hits and 1 error defensively. That was on the relay throw by Nayeli Priest. And that's going to be a ball. Looked like it was a good pitch from our angle here, but a leadoff walk for the Huskies, and they're in business. Could tie things up and force it to the bottom of the 7th. We had a feeling that we might see extras the way the pace was going early on. So nobody out, runner on first. Now we'll see Isabella Garcia. Garcia swings over the top of that one. Big first pitch strike there by Gonzalez. Swings over the top of another pitch. Now in an 0-2 hole. And now the third base coach is going to call time and pull Bella Garcia over. Ross will use this time as well to talk to her pitcher. Again, the runner on first is Jocelyn Sorlizano. Second baseman has some decent speed. Hitter on deck is Natalie Ochoa. Wind blowing in from left center field. But not too strong of a wind this afternoon. It's a bright and sunny Friday afternoon compared to yesterday. A lot of clouds. It did get sunny later on in the game, but at the start of it, very cloudy and overcast Thursday. And this is the 5th game, or 2nd game, sorry, in a stretch of 6 of games in 7 days for the Dons, all here at home. This one misses down and in, a waste pitch there by Gonzalez. They'll have a game Monday afternoon, Tuesday, and then a doubleheader on Thursday to round out the homestand. And they'll have 8 straight games on the road. Hit up into the air, potentially in play for Gio Toli. Mia Luna makes a diving catch in foul territory and hangs on for a big out number 1. What range there? Thought Gio Tully had a beat on it, but Luna called her off, and coming from her second base position, showing some good athleticism. Now it looks like the Dons defensively are going to make some adjustments. Yasmin Garcia creeping up about 4 or 5 steps past the bag at third. So is Abby Lindauer expecting Natalie Ochoa to lay down a bunt. She doesn't show bunt there. It's a ball outside. Correction, ruled a strike. 0-1 the count. Good speed coming out of the box by Ochoa. Might be tough to turn two. She tries to lay down a bunt late. Here's a throw down to short. Mendoza applies the tag, but field umpire Michael Solden says she's safe. So successful stolen base here for the Huskies and Sor Lozano. Ochoa was bunting at that one, so it's an 0-2 hole that she finds herself in. Skips in the dirt. Potter is able to trap it right underneath her. 1-2 the count. On deck for the Huskies is Zion Diaz. She had a single and came around to score on the Huskies' only run. She was also hit by a pitch earlier in the contest. This one hit on the ground right back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, it says, throws it to third. They have the runner in a pickle. Now to Luna. Over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez applies the tag. They try to get the trailing runner, but she does advance all the way to second. So a fielder's choice. We're going to rule that 2 to 5 to 4, back to 2 for out number 2. 2-5-4-2 for 1 out. 1, my bad. 1-5-4-2. 1. Gonzalez applied the tag. There's 2 outs in the inning. 2-1 is the score. Runners on second now is Natalie Ochoa. She does have some good speed, so the threat isn't over. She got off to a big secondary as Potter lost it out of her glove, but it didn't get far. Zion Diaz again at the plate. Pretty good player here batting in the 3 spot for the Huskies. And head coach Erica Blanco looking to avoid their 4th loss. Hit on the ground, foul, off to the left side. So again, on that last play, 1-5-4-1, Kalani Gonzalez was able to apply the tag for out number 2. Good heads-up play there by her. It was a hard rounder right back to her. Decided to get the lead runner. Ruled a strike. Big strike 2 there on Zion Diaz, and now the Huskies are down to their final strike. We'll see if Diaz can keep the Huskies alive. Runner in scoring position, 180 feet away, 120 feet away. 1-2, fouled off to the right side. We'll do it again. And it's the second home game of the season. Don's looking for their first home victory. They'll have 4 more home games this upcoming week. Gonzalez gets the sign from her catcher. Winds, deals, this one's outside. Runner scurries back to second. 2-2 count to the number 3 hitter. On deck, if the Huskies are able to keep it alive, is Sofia Arvizu. Big pitch here for Gonzalez. 2-2 is in the dirt, and now that runs the count full. Gonzalez looking for Diaz to chase out of the zone, but Diaz, and one of the many talented freshmen on the team, making an impact. Gonzalez looks in for the signs. This one hit on the ground to Yasmin Garcia. She throws over to first in time. And the Dons come away with their first home victory here of the 2025 season. 2-1 is the final score. Dons advance to 3-1. They'll have 4 games again next week. You can come check us out here, and if you can't make it to the field, be sure to tune into the games on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. The Huskies fall to 1-4 on the young season. And thanks for tuning in to Don Softball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. We'll catch